Hey everyone! In this lecture, we will continue our configuration by configuring the DNS records in GoDaddy and Amazon Web Services. So let's start. We have noticed here some errors recording our DNS records. Usually, Mail Inbox has its own DNS server that you have to point to in your domain provider. So you have just to copy these two DNS servers and go to your domain registrar. In my case it's GoDaddy. I will open my domain hassan.site and you have to open the DNS management. You may notice some changes between different providers, but it's the same concept. In the DNS management, you have to change the name server and paste a custom domain server here in this way, NS1 and NS2. This is the default behavior if you want to connect to your Mail Inbox mail server. In our case, since we are hosting the machine in Amazon Web Services, then we have to use the Route 53, which is the DNS management system in Amazon Web Services, to do that. So let's do this step by step. So let's cancel now and open the Amazon Web Services again, and the services, navigate to Route 53. You can find it in the networking and content delivery section. Just click on Route 53. As I told you, Route 53 is the DNS management system in Amazon Web Services. The first thing I'm going to do is navigate to hosted zones and create a new hosted zone for my domain. The domain name is hassan.site. Let's my mail server, there's a description or a comment only, and set it to public hosted zone and click create. It will automatically generate two records in the DNS. What we are going to do is to copy these DNS servers to our name server in GoDaddy or in your domain registrar. Just click change and add these domain servers. This is the first one, this is the second, and the third. Just be sure to copy them without the last point or the last dot, since GoDaddy will not allow you to add a dot at last of the name server, and click save. Alright, now our DNS management has changed to Route 53. If you now refresh this website, you can see now, we will wait a little bit so the domain DNS will change. You can see now that all the records are gone and our name servers now are in Amazon Route 53. So now the management will be here. We don't need GoDaddy anymore. Let's go back to our Mail Inbox and open the system and go to external DNS. Here, it will show you the set of records that you have to add to your DNS if you are using an external DNS and not an internal one, and it's our case. So you have to add these required records. As you can see, required. There are some recommended for security and some are optional. So we have to add the first A record, which is our domain name with the IP address. So let's do this. I will create a record set. I will set the name. I will keep hassan.site. It's an A record and this is the value, and click create. Now the next value is the MX record, which is the mail server record. Let's copy the value and the same way create record set for this domain name and add it and create. Oh, sorry, this is an MX record, mail exchange, and click create. Alright, the third one is the machine name with the same A record IP address. Just create record set, add the machine name, which is mail, and add the IP address here, which is 18.218.188.162, and click create. Also, we have to add an MX record for our machine, click record set in the same way, and a max record, and click create. And this is it. These are the records required to add a new Route 53 management hosted zone in order to point to our machine and configure it with our mail in a box mail server software. Now let's go back to our mail software and the system and status checks. Let's see if the system updates our settings. It may take some time, it's still stuck here. It may take some time to update the DNS records. You have to wait a little bit. Okay, now let's try to refresh our system. As you can notice here, it shows you that the name servers or the DNS is set to the servers you set in the Route 53 or the Amazon DNS. It says if you are using an external DNS, it's okay, and this is our case. So now our records are set and everything is fine. If you want to check more that your domain is mapping to the correct IP address, you can use the ping online utility and ping your host name, which is Hassan.site in our case. Just wait a little bit, and it shows you the IP address of your machine, and so everything is okay. If you can notice here, we have an error in the SSL or TLS certificate. It shows that the certificate is self-signed. You have to create a new SSL certificate for your domain. And this is what we are going to do in the next lecture.